Zimbabwe, we have a problem. We have a big problem, people. Over 50% of our youth are abusing drugs, be it alcohol, marijuana, codeine, as well as a long list of other lesser-known substances. They are abusing drugs every day, and we are probably the ones funding them. Mr. President, we have a problem. This is now no longer state of the nation. This is a state of emergency. We are going to hone in on one notorious drug, crystal meth. Some call it guka, makafela, mtoriro, buwe, rombo. We have all heard about it. We know it. It's a dangerous drug that is stealing the prospects and ambition of our young people while we watch, while we actually fund a habit, most times without knowing. Back-to-back lockdowns have given us a sneak peek into the world of drug and substance abuse. We started seeing changes in behavioral patterns from users as we stayed much more often with them at home, from cravings, erratic behaviors, and withdrawal symptoms from the drug. What exactly is mtoriro or crystal meth? It's a very addictive synthetic chemical. It's a stimulant. It's made using a variety of methods. How are people taking it? Users either smoke it, inject it into their arms, or snort it up their nostrils, or take it through the mouth. A lot of users take the drug by heating and smoking the substance. Some of them use the fluorescent tubes from the energy saver light bulbs as smoke pipes. This is where the street term bulb rambini come from. What does it do to your body? Well, as a stimulant, it alters part of your brain and even your nervous system. Basically, it tells your body you're happy, you're not hungry, you have energy, and you don't need to sleep. You can fly off a cliff. How did we get here? Well, it all starts with someone taking drugs, say mbanje with tobacco. Then they decide that maybe they want something harder or cheaper. So some will move on and start drinking codeine or Bronclear/Bronco. Still again, they wanted something harder or cheaper. And this is where we are now, crystal meth, guka. This drug hit our streets between 2016 and 2017. Musicians like Se Kalaz warned us about this in one of his songs back then. Dealers literally weaned users off codeine and started to push meth onto our streets and into our homes. The dealers got bolder in their business. They put some law enforcement agents in their pockets. Dealers now have refined distribution networks. Cooking and selling this meth is easy for them. Guka is even cheaper than codeine and other hard drugs. The basic ingredient in the cooking of guka is residue from tick and cat production in the South African drug underbelly. These are networks that are known for other vices, such as human trafficking and prostitution. So how is this affecting our young people? Guka is totally destroying their minds and their future. A lot of things happen when you're high on crystal meth. You start hallucinating, you start seeing things and people that are not even there. You cannot sleep, and this is bad for your brain and your body. Very bad. The drug doesn't just eat away your mind, it also eats away your body. You lose weight rapidly, and not in a good way. The effects of crystal meth use are long-term. It can cause irreversible damage to you. We're talking increased high blood pressure, damaged blood vessels in the brain that can cause strokes, and irregular heartbeat that can cause you to collapse or die. We're talking liver, kidney, lung damage, total organ failure. There's also long-term brain damage. You suspect a loved one is on this drug. Watch out for some of these changes in behavior. Have they stopped caring about how they look? They look all shabby and are okay with it? Have they stopped eating? Are they losing weight very quickly? Are they staying up all night, not sleeping for days? Are they having mood swings? Are they paranoid? Some of them suddenly start to hallucinate. Are they borrowing money from everyone? Are they selling their possessions and stealing? These are some of the signs. When you're on crystal meth, you keep wanting more and more and more. This is exactly where the drug dealers want you to be. A slave to the craving, and to them, the masters of every cent you can get your hands on. You will start stealing and selling your stuff just to get that next fix. Kids are violently robbing their own parents to feed their addiction. This is a drug that is driving a lot of crime and violence in our communities. These problems in our communities and our country are long-term. But who's really using this drug? According to Mbatira Pamwe, an organization dealing with drug and substance abuse, young people between the ages of 18 and 27 are using guka. But even kids as young as 11 are involved. That's a grade 6 pupil, guys. Some of you uncles and aunties in our homes are actually the very people sending these young, impressionable and innocent souls to purchase this product. And because they so often look up to you as their heroes, they decide to imitate you and are also caught in this spider's web of twisted addiction. These young people are the most vulnerable age groups. They should be in college, they should be in school, they should be starting their careers, they should be moving up in the world. Instead, you will find them lying flat on the road or beating up their own parents because they need a fix. Even murder is not beyond them when entangled in the drug's vice-like grip. Think about it. What will happen when these young people reach their 30s? That is when you expect them to be at their most productive. Not only are these young people already unemployed, they are becoming unemployable. This is why crystal meth should be treated as a national emergency. We are glad the Zimbabwe Republic Police is among countries in Africa and the Middle East that recently participated in an international police organization, otherwise known as Interpol's operation codenamed Lionfish, which was aimed at disrupting drug trafficking syndicates as an escalation of turf wars between dealers and made it imperative to stop them in their tracks. This is, if these dealers are not stamped out, this will mean more violent crimes such as armed robberies and murders. It also means drugs are a clear and present danger to national security. Look at what's happening in Brazil, Mexico, and Colombia. Unacceptable. So, what should be done? First, proper guidance and counseling of the youth, even as parents. The First Lady, through her organization Angel of Hope, started a project called Narire Musha, Ikiba, Gota, Nanga, focusing on the parent-child relationship, good hygiene, entrepreneurship, and wellness. This will help youth focus their energy in productive areas. She's not the only one. Mbatira Pamwe is in the trenches too. Even our government welfare center are at it, but we want a more deliberate and coordinated approach. Our young people need support. They also need economic opportunities to stay away from the streets. This is the center of the crisis. Number 2, all hands on deck. The government needs to prioritize this as a threat to the country. We need more specialized rehab centers, hotlines, community desks just on substance abuse. MPs and councillors, that's your job. Number 3, anti-drug campaigns should have positive messaging. Let's teach these kids about wellness and healthy living. It shouldn't be only about scaring people. Sometimes these scary campaigns inadvertently advertise the use of these dangerous drugs. Number 4, decriminalize drug users, but heavily criminalize drug peddlers. Users of this drug are the victims of this vicious cycle. We need to stop arresting the prey while letting the predator walk scot-free. Peddlers are economic saboteurs, same as those that are doing corruption. Number 5, we need more sporting and recreational facilities where young people can let out their frustrations in healthy ways as well as discover their gifts and talents. You never know where the next Donata Katai, Kirsty Coventry or Benjani Mwaruwaru will come from. Number 6, find the source, cut off that source. In Latin they say "Cui bono." Who is benefiting? Somebody is. Where are the police? Are they not in on it? Where are our authorities? Are they too making money by looking the other way? We need these answers. We need to follow the money. The CID Drugs and Narcotics section launched an operation codenamed No to Crystal Meth as a way of dealing with the epidemic sweeping our communities. ZRP is urging people to report officers they suspect of collecting protection fees from the peddlers to the National Police Complaints Desk or to the Police Anti-Corruption Unit. This is not some problem in the ghetto. The more affluent suburbs of the country are also facing this problem with the drug being used at these big parties. It's a problem that will affect us all. It's a threat to our peace and security, a threat to the economy in the short term and in the long term. Syndicates have had an elaborate hierarchy from a source to supplier, all the way to the local dealer who controls a distribution network of runners in your neighborhood. Where there's supply, there will be demand. The presence of the drug is not really the problem. The drug represents value in the form of a commodity. What it's used for is what we need to address: the need for performance enhancement, escapism, and the culture of making a quick buck. Get onto the comment section and share how we can eradicate this scourge. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hi guys. We at 11 Dogs have started a campaign to fight against drug and substance abuse in our communities. Are you a musician, an artist, a painter, or in any other way creative? Contact us and let us work together to fight against the scourge that is damaging the future of our youth.